Hi, my name is Jovan Adepo. I'm an Emmy nominee. My nomination was definitely a surprise. I think it was very clear that people were really responding to the episode when it aired, but there was really no indication that me appearing in one episode was going to be enough to the Academy that was worthy of a nomination. To witness that that was the case and to get to share the spotlight with my castmates it's definitely a welcome surprise. And it was without a doubt one of the best days and best moments of my life for sure. Regina called me. And it was really awesome to get to kind of share that moment with her because she's nominated as well and has been for for years before. And so this is by no means a new thing for her, but she just wanted to share that moment with me because it was my first. And then Yahya, we traded text messages that same day, and we ended up doing a couple of panels a week or so after. So of course I got to see him and Mr. Gossett and kind of revel in each other's glory.
Thank you. My God, thank you.
I wasn't super aware of the deep storylines in Watchmen. I had seen the movie. I think that came out like in 2008 or 2009. But the world that they were creating for this version of Watchmen, I mean, it's never been seen before. Damon and the entire writer room, they were incredibly careful in how they were going to present this character. And I think they did it in such a really unique and interesting way in that they didn't infringe on anything that was known about the character before. And I think they were fortunate that Hood of Justice didn't have a lot of concrete backstory.
They just hired me for the publicity, and besides all of that.
What you gonna do with him? Because you are an angry, angry man, William Reeves. I'm not angry.
I know a lot of people had questions of whether or not I was on set at the same time that Regina was for those scenes. And it was surprising to me because that was like absolutely the case. Like every time you saw Regina in this kind of cowboy switch or whatever you want to call the trick, it was literally just her having a couple seconds to step out of frame and then me needing to get right back in without making any noise or adjusting or hitting a table or anything like that. It was hard, but it was an obstacle and it was a challenge that we were all willing to participate in. And I mean, it was all in the name for putting out the best form of entertainment and television that we could. I really appreciate being involved in this project because this was a creative team that wasn't afraid to showcase the uncomfortable. I think when you're talking about the more suggestive and more tragic moments in our lives, people can sometimes feel that it's best to kind of like cater to the viewers so that it's not too traumatic. But I think when you're open with showing the uncomfortable, that's when you can really provide lessons to people. And so when it came to shooting a lot of these difficult scenes, which felt like it was almost every scene in this episode, I had to reach an understanding within myself that this was for a purpose and that it was important storytelling. And I had to make the decision to want to actively be a part of that and no matter what it meant. And at base level, I mean, Will Reeves is just a young man that's trying to find himself. Whenever you're approaching any type of suggestive or difficult scene, or at least the way I prepare for it has always been different. But I can say that just to be in that position where you know that you're going to die and these people want you to no longer exist in the way that they're doing it. I mean, lynching is one of the most horrific ways of murder that has existed in this country, especially towards Black people. And so to have to play it was tough. But I told Steven, I said, I don't want to feel like my fear of having this instrument around my neck or anything like that stop what is needing to be an important performance. So I want you to just go for it, you know, and I have to feel fear or it's just going to be presentational. And I just, you know, I've always tried my best to feel what my characters are feeling at some point or in some degree. So we had to go for it.
You keep your black nose out of white folks' business. Or next time, we won't cut you down.
This was a matter of really interesting, eerie timing. It's so perfect that you couldn't orchestrated almost, you know what I mean? Just to kind of look outside your window and see what was going on, especially with the protests and the kind of civil unrest that we're justifiably experiencing. And then to look on Watchmen and see the parallels in that. I think that's what happens again when you decide to tell stories and you make the choice to not sugarcoat it for viewers.
The others, you're sure they want me to?
Are you kidding? The Minutemen are thrilled. Fighting crime in league with the hooded justice.
I hope that anybody who watched that episode, who is a part of the community, I hope that they felt that I was sincere and that Will was a fully open and aware character and human being. And I hope that, you know, some people were able to connect to Will and his story, for sure. And I was honored to be able to play him. It's a project that I, again, was really fortunate to have Josh Boone. This was a project that was really near and dear to him because he grew up with Stephen King in his life, just being a fan of his work, and he always knew that he wanted to bring a new, fresh adaptation to the stand. And so when he expressed a desire of me playing Larry Underwood, I was just like, yeah, this is awesome. And it was just a time to really get to sink into some dark material and have fun with it. It's just a little eerie, again, that we finished filming this project about a virus, like right when the cases from COVID really started to spike. And so it was weird to kind of be filming during that time and the subject matter that we were filming as well. It was just, it gives me goosebumps thinking about it, but enjoyed filming it, for sure.